This is for entertainment purposes only.
Whatever the was going on 6,000 years ago, whatever was going on, they were writing about some wacky shit, man. All that Zacharias Hitchens stuff. The books are weird, man. I believe it was like the 1970s. He's deciphering these ancient Sumerian texts from 6,000 years ago.
Just got finished watching this interview. More bullshit in 2024. Cat Williams is a puppet. Joe Rogan is a puppet. It's all about entertainment. Stop falling for the trap. I watched this interview shaking my head and scratching my head. Area 51.
Thanks for tuning into another episode of Quick Reaction TV, the coolest vibe on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and rock the bell for new uploads. Join the Quick crew, you know how we do, call it fact or cap. Today's selections are crazy. Let's get to it.
Scientists that were assigned to researching him started having the hitchhiker effect in their homes and their families. The branch of the CIA called MK Often. And this branch, that was their thing, was that they got into the occult and esoteric, pretty much kind of like the Ahnenerbe was the Nazis' version. You know, they had several things like the Thule Society and Vril, but it was the Ahnenerbe who was really steeped in the occult as well as the Vril. But yeah, MK Often, I mean, they would infiltrate seances. They would send members into seances. They actually openly talked with witches, active witches. In fact, one of the most well-known witches, this well-known witch was Sybil Leek. This lady, she was so well-known that H.G. Wells, Lawrence of Arabia, and Aleister Crowley all used to visit her back when she was 9 years old. Her family was that connected. In fact, when MK Often was dealing with her and approaching her, she would tell them where the most active covens were. All the different locations of witches and covens all around the world. I mean, you know that also, what was it, Crowley and several of his colleagues, they all worked with British intelligence. So that's another thing, is like a lot of these people that are steeped in the occult and witchcraft and things like that, and demonic and satanic rituals, also have a lot to do with spies and spy agencies. That she witnessed satanic rituals going on out at military bases. And she said that a lot of the people that are mixed up in the naval intelligence, not all of them, but a lot of them, are mixed up with the OTO, the Ordo Templi Orientis.
There was programming. They used military bases because they won't have any interference when they have someone on a military base. And a lot of my programming took place on military bases. I would like to talk about the fact that there are rituals done at the military bases also, and that rituals are not a cover. The people that do the mind control are involved. And rituals are very much a part of how they do things.
I don't know if you've read the book about Laurel Canyon. Have you read any of that stuff and looked into it? Oh man, yeah, the whole hippie movement. And I touched a little bit on this because people like Timothy Leary, who was big on promoting LSD and things like that, this was all part of the CIA and their MK Ultra, as well as MK Often and all that. In fact, this goes all the way back to Edgewood Arsenal. And they needed a giant pool of test subjects. So they were using the American public as guinea pigs. They've been dealing with they've been initiating satanic rituals at all levels of government, because they are trying to tap into these things. They want to make contact. It's no different than John Dee back when he was the person that worked for Queen Elizabeth.
What? What the fuck? What? What the fuck?
Reset the age of complex tissue. We chose the mouse's eye. We let mice get old and blind, and we reprogrammed their eye using these 3 genes. They're called O, S, and K for short. And we turned the age back 80%, and they were able to see again. And so what we're talking about is having found that there's a reset switch in the body to be young again. And the information in the body to be young is still there. So theoretically, you could take someone who's 100 years old and reset their body to be young again. Now, the exciting thing is we've been doing clinical trials, or preclinical trials, and there's no apparent downside to this yet.
Oh my God.
Isn't that great?
No, that's incredible.
Yeah. What does this mean? This means one day it's going to be possible to reset the age of the body. We've done that. We've done that in mice. Now the question is, how soon can we get it into ourselves?
Stop. What do you mean by that?
The red car theory. Have you heard about that before?
Never heard it.
Okay, so have you seen any red cars today on the way here?
I probably did, but no.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Right. Now, if you were leaving your house and before you got on the road, I would have told you, for every red car you notice, I will give you $50. Would you know how many red cars you've seen on the way?
I'll look for red cars.
Exactly. That's how luck works, and that's how the opportunities work. When you go through life and you're not looking and you're not aware, they're just passing by and you don't even notice. So anything it can turn into opportunity, but you have to be aware and you have to keep looking.
Yeah, her, whoever she is, I love her already.
I just seen a giant serpent in the sky. Roll the clip. Now, I don't know if this is AI generated or if this is real, but this is definitely a mystery that has to be solved. And considering the times that we're in, this can definitely be a real life possibility. A flying serpent in the sky, a flying snake, which would be considered a dragon. And this also could be some kind of fourth dimensional creature. But this snake just get bigger, boy. This is not the first serpent that I've seen in the sky. That's the crazy part. Look at the tongue. This is not the first serpent I've seen in the sky. I'm gonna keep telling y'all, look up, because there's some strange things that's going on in these clouds, bro. And I got a question. If this is real and this is not CGI, what does this mean? I guess we'll see in the days to come. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video of this giant serpent in the sky in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content. Hit that Gmail if y'all trying to do business. We in some slimy times.
Somebody dead in my fucking people.
That's cap! That's cap! That's cap!
So have you guys noticed that it is supposed to be spring, but leaves are still falling off the trees? I mean, check this out, y'all. Look at this. Leaves are falling down in real time. You see? You see? And have you noticed it's gotten pretty cold where you're at? Well, apparently we have a triple cold bomb that's coming here, and this is the first in 1,000 years. So apparently it's supposed to be some day after the tomorrow event. You guys check this video out, give it a listen.
Good afternoon, folks. I'm going to get the UN misinformation box for this one, but I don't care. Let's go over why the atmospheric discourse is complete nonsense these days. This is true for many reasons, but the best one, in my opinion, is when you play devil's advocate. You just let them have their story that the Earth is getting hotter and hotter. Well, this can only lead to a massive and rapid cooling event on this planet. Last time it happened, it brought the greatest famines in known history, and essentially, we've got a trifecta of items ready to be unleashed at this time. The Beaufort Gyre, the AMOC collapse, and a Heinrich event. For those who don't know, a record amount of cold, fresh water is in the Beaufort Gyre, and when it releases, it's going to be a big deal. Yale University called this the cold climate bomb just a few years ago as the record fresh water was accumulating, and as we learned just last year, it has stabilized its maximum accumulation, and it is ready to release. This is going to amplify the collapse of the AMOC, the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, which scientists believe could begin its demise in as little as 2 years from now. Now, while you can read any scientific paper on the AMOC collapse and find out how it's going to drive major cold, the Weather Channel said it best just a couple weeks ago. It's going to be similar to the scenario from the Ice Age movie, The Day After Tomorrow. But it actually gets worse, because the historical cold maker is happening right now as well. We are entering a Heinrich event. These occur when too much polar heat melts ice, and that contributes to the cooler, fresher ocean, but on a massive scale. One of the best modern studies complementing the mountain of historical studies is this one: more cold, more storms. That's what happens when you melt the polar region. There is already extra cloud cover albedo building due to the heating that has taken place, due to the extra evaporation, and when the tipping point in the oceans occurs from there being colder and fresher, creating colder winds and more easily producible sea ice in winter, things are going to swing the other way very quickly here on Earth. There is not evidence of all of these things happening at the same time in thousands of years, but the freshwater release, the melting ice, and the collapse of the circulation means that every ounce of warming we see is a lead foot on the gas pedal towards the next glacial and ice age condition. Not only is this evident in all of the observable data here on Earth, but we are due for it in the natural cycle. Heinrich events have been happening every 6,000 years. It's been 6,000 years since the last one, and the Earth is already starting to do it again. 6,000 years ago, by the way, is officially designated as a tropical hydroclimate event, since it's the first one in an interglacial warm cycle of the Holocene instead of the previous ones, which were within a glacial cycle. But the process is still similar. So on top of the geomagnetic changes our planet is seeing, we've got major cold driving events on deck as well. These next 2 decades are going to be very unfriendly to agriculture, infrastructure, and to us.
So you guys see that, right? Like, the trees started coming back to life around December, at least over here in Florida. And now we're in, March, and the trees are dying again. Towards the end of February, March, the leaves are dying again. Like, what is going on? The birds are going all types of directions. We have crows in California giving warning signs. Like, you see all these things going on in the world, these weather anomalies. Things are changing rapidly. It's like time is confused right now. Time is confused. That's all I can say. So, like, this video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Like,
oh man, damn.
Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, come back tomorrow and join me. Comment what you think below. Let's get back to it. Quik.
Just got finished watching this interview. More bullshit in 2024. Cat Williams is a puppet. Joe Rogan is a puppet. It's all about entertainment. Stop falling for the trap. I watched this interview shaking my head and scratching my head. Area 51, Dolph Emerald Green tablets, alien invasions. The Anunnaki said this, so it gotta be true. Don't fall for this shit. They're trying to get everyone ready for this fake alien UFO invasion. These aliens you see that come back here, they're not here to help you. They are the same ones that enslaved us. The Anunnaki is not our friends. Did you ever wonder why black people are so hated by everyone on this planet? That's because when these black aliens came down from the heavens, they took over and changed everyone's culture, their language, belief systems, and everything. But did you know it was black people already on this planet before they got here? While everyone else dropped to their knees and prayed to these black aliens like they was gods, the other black people on this planet, we fought against these demonic beings. People hear about the Illuminati, Rockefeller, the Rothschild. They don't control nothing. Black people control everything on this planet. Everything. That's because they look like you, talk like you, dance like you, act like you. It don't mean they are a part of your soul family. We have a soul family and a spiritual tribe. We've been going to war forever on this planet. Remember, these people are puppets. So you gotta ask, if they are puppets, who is pulling the strings behind the scene? Remember, they are entertainers. We are the audience. They use our energy to make shit manifest. Stop believing the bullshit. Next time you wonder, why are black people so not liked in this world? Remember, we are the only ones that fought back when these entities came here. They conquer everything on this planet, and people to this day still worship and pray to these people like they're their guys. They're not your guys. They are slave masters. I laugh when they say the Anunnaki came here for gold because the atmosphere was dying. No, they came here for spirit. Your spirit is worth more than gold. You don't believe it yet? Everyone in the universe is working together against us. And we can't even have a good conversation in the comment section. We are doomed if we don't fix this shit.
Facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts is not facts.
Whatever the was going on 6,000 years ago, whatever was going on, they were writing about some wacky shit, man. All that Zachariah Sitchin stuff. The books are weird, man. I believe it was like the 1970s. He's deciphering these ancient Sumerian texts from 6,000 years ago. This is the craziest one of all. Humans were genetically engineered from lower primates, and they were used to harvest gold. And that the Anunnaki needed gold because gold is very plentiful here and very hard to find, very rare on their planet. They said that they needed it to hang in their atmosphere to protect them from the sun because they were losing their atmosphere. We're losing our atmosphere. And one of the things that scientists have suggested is hanging reflective particles above the Earth in orbit so that it would mute out some of the effects of the sun. What he was saying in 1978 is what they suggested in like 2018.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm on my son, I'm gonna get y'all right. I'm gonna do this all the way backwards because I think you so-called teachers out here be doing it wrong. So before we get into the Anunnaki, the Atlanteans, the Egyptian God, whatever y'all want to call them, we gonna talk about this brother right here first.
Now let's have a real talk. We know that this veil is getting thinner and thinner and paranormal activity is picking up, right? Somebody caught a shadow creature outside taking a stroll behind their truck at night. And see, now people are not getting what we saying, that this veil is thinning and more paranormal activity is starting to pick up. Are y'all seeing this? And as these realms keep colliding, we're going to start seeing more and more activity just like this. And I don't know about y'all, but I done seen this in person. I thought I was crazy. But these shadow creatures are starting to pop out. Let's run this back one more time. Y'all look at this shadow creature. Y'all are not crazy when y'all seeing this. Some people might call y'all crazy, but they not understanding that we got multiple dimensions and realities that's colliding with each other. We about to go into some strange times. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this paranormal video in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content. Hit that Gmail if y'all trying to do business.
Hey, I'm Felicity. I'm 22 years old and I'm reading for the role of narrator in Princess Party. Just let me know when I can start. Okay.
Petunia Tabernacle emerged from the castle with a young frog. She took the frog and kissed him squarely on the lips. When she kissed the frog, he turned into a prince.
Sorry, Felicity, could you do it a little bit more feminine, a little softer? I'm so sorry, just the note said that the narrator was wise beyond her years. Try it again. Okay, no problem, I hear you.
To jump from avatar to avatar to avatar to spread wisdom and knowledge. Lifetime after lifetime. Oh, y'all, hold on. See, back then they had this place called the Rejuvenation Chamber. You know what rejuvenation is. He's in that chamber right now. While his body is rejuvenating, he is outside spiritually going from, but look though, when he reincarnate, he forgets again. One of y'all thought, one of y'all is in your sleep. Thought will appear to be an old soul. Dude had so many coordinations. He was a teacher, an army teacher, a church teacher, whatever you want to call it. I'm just using the dumbest of the dumbest words so y'all can understand. He heard. The boy straight made more pyramids, then made a school, the ancient Egyptian history school. Like, and you had to it was only chosen ones that get in there. You had to actually get approved by him to actually get accepted in the school. Okay, now hear me out. Are you guys, when they say remember who you are you trying to remember where your avatar came from? Or is you trying to remember where your soul came from? Test your mind, trust your mic. We dropping all day today.
What? Leave that dope alone. He need to leave that dope alone.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Get in there.
They're being surrounded by friggin' UFOs. The Coast Guard. I want to see there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whole fleet.
They've been coming on, they were 7 lines.
We be saying the return of the Anunnaki. Really, they ain't never left. They've been in the skies watching the whole time. They just now revealing themselves to the naked eye. It's all in the book of Enoch. This is amazing. A whole
Boy, if you don't get this far, I appreciate you for coming to kick it with me. Like, subscribe, and join the Quik crew, and comment on today's video. Share this with your family and friends. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Quik!